Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Boys Are Back in Town podcast. My name is Dustin, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hey guys, it's Brett. Let's just get straight into our starts and sits. Who do you got for your first start?
For week 5 here, my first start's going to be a running back. I really like Brian Robinson Jr. against the Bears on Thursday Night Football. I see them really establishing a run game early against the Bears' really shoddy defense. So I think he's going to get plenty of attempts and plenty of opportunities to get something done.
Yeah, I did like Brian Robinson a lot this week, but I do have a quarterback, and I think if he's on your roster, you should start him. Anthony Richardson, 4 rushing touchdowns over his last 3 healthy weeks, which he missed week 3 due to a concussion.
Yep.
But 131 rushing yards in those games. And he is playing the Titans, which is rough on the rushing game, but he gets their terrible secondary where he can showcase his arm.
Yeah, I do like Anthony Richardson. He was probably going to be my hotshot QB1 for the rookies coming out for the season. It just kind of happens that Russian quarterbacks do deal with head injuries. I also have a QB. This one, it's growing on me significantly. It's really causing some concern to my brain. But I like Joshua Dobbs a lot this week.
Yeah.
All right. And we can get into it in the game picks, but I think this is gonna be a game. Like the sports books don't have it as a game. The media is writing it off as a Bengals win. But if the Bengals don't show up, Joshua Dobbs is going to pick them apart, and he might even sneak in and get a rushing touchdown.
I do like Joshua Dobbs for some reason. I don't know why.
Me neither, dude. It's stressing me out.
I really like Breece Hall this week. He has a great matchup and supposedly no more limit on his workload, but we'll see how that comes about. And he's also getting consistent targets. And I do believe he is a buy low candidate with a tasty upcoming schedule after their week 7 bye.
For sure. Yeah, I am kind of glad that nobody wanted to trade for Breece Hall for me because I did come to the realization he was on a snap count, blah, 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 but his production quality did not seem great. But after the Jets really kind of put together a solid game, a solid 4 quarters against the Chiefs, in my opinion, got robbed. Sorry, Chiefs fans, the Jets got robbed of that game. I think that the Jets might have something going moving forward, at least like a stepping stone. So the Jets offense is going to probably get it going. My start, this is even one of my waiver wire pickups from a couple weeks ago. I like Jayden Reed this week. If you have a deep league or even somebody that you need to plug in for because they're in a bye week, we had a couple bye weeks this week. Jayden Reed is playing against the Raiders. And Jayden Reed is also becoming a favorite target in the red zone for Jordan Love. So Jayden Reed almost had a touchdown last week. I believe it got called back because of like offensive holding or something. But that would have put him at like his like 4th touchdown of the season or something. Or his like 3rd or 4th touchdown of the season through 4 weeks as a rookie is really good.
Yeah, that's crazy you went with Jayden Reed. I'm going with Christian Watson. Played 26 snaps Thursday night for his first week of the season, and he was targeted 4 times on those 26 snaps, and one of them was a touchdown. I don't think he'll be on a snap count this week, and they're playing the Raiders like you said.
Yep.
And he's definitely a great buy low target after not playing for the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm iffy about on Christian Watson is if he's still going to get worked up to the high snap counts or if he's going to get cut at like the 50 because 26 snaps was just really that's not a good showing, playing literally probably a quarter of the offensive snaps. I probably will like him moving forward, and he's probably still going to have a great week against the Raiders. So, I mean, I think they're both feasible starts. I don't have a tight end. So
yeah, Christian Watson scored a lot of touchdowns last year playing 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had 9 touchdowns, and he missed 3 games last year. So I don't know. I think Christian Watson could be very, very good. I do have a tight end to start, and it is Jonnu Smith.
Ooh.
Um, he has 20 targets over the last 3 weeks, and he led the Falcons in receiving yards last week, and that wasn't a lot.
No, it
Um,
sure wasn't.
and he is sixth in yards by tight ends overall so far this year, and he didn't get a single target or anything week one.
No,
So that's
yeah.
over just the last 3 weeks. So I don't know what happened to Kyle Pitts. I did draft him in 2 leagues, and I do not know.
I'm not sure what they're playing with Kyle Pitts is, if they're trying to flex him out and play him at like a wide receiver slot position. Just all seems really sketchy to me. I don't know. I've always been out on Pitts, so I'm glad I didn't ever buy in. Otherwise, I would be looking a little silly.
Yep,
My
for
first
sure.
sit here, I got a running back. I got Alexander Madison against the Chiefs. I see this game going one of two ways. It's either going to be a dead nuts game where the offenses just go crazy, just hammer fisting each other. Whoa. Or or the Chiefs just absolutely blow out the Vikings defense. It could go either way. It really depends on if the Vikings offense gets it going. But if the offense does get it going, it's not going to be through Alexander Madison.
No, no, for sure not. I could see a much better Jordan Addison game maybe, or something like that.
Yep.
Um, but yeah,
Hawkinson's going
my
to have a big
first
one.
sit, yeah, Hawkinson. But my first sit is Joe Burrow. And I know that's pretty cliche to say, but some people still have him in their lineups, just like in our league. They is still in the starting spot, hasn't left the starting spot. And he's had 3 single-digit point weeks this year already, out of 4.
Yeah.
He really needs to prove himself before he can be trusted to start again, which could be this week. And I can look like a jackass and be saying this, but I don't care. He's playing through pain, and he might not have T. Higgins. So it looks like an easy matchup playing the Cardinals, but like you said, the Cardinals could win this game
Yep.
and make it tough for Burrow, but I think it's a trap.
Yeah, it's definitely looking more and more like a trap, but I don't care. I'm sticking with it. Um, I don't like Burrow this year until he's healthy, which sucks because I was big on Jamar Chase. Took him with the number one overall pick. Really kind of got myself shot in the foot there. My first sit this week for the wide receivers, my second sit, is going to be Jerry Jeudy. I don't like Denver against the Jets at all. I think I still see Jerry Jeudy in plenty of starting lineups, both the leagues I'm in. Both of him, he's just in there. I guess it's because people think you have to start him. Here's the deal: you don't. Okay, the Broncos are going to be out of that game very quickly, in my opinion. And I it's just the Broncos defense is not a good one. That's all I got to say.
Okay, so yeah, my wide receiver sit is Cortland Sutton.
Oh yes.
So he's been hilarious that we haven't talked about any of this. Both of our starts were Packers wide receivers. Both of our sits were Broncos wide receivers. But Cortland Sutton's actually been super consistent with points.
Yeah.
He's had over 11 points through 4 games, every game. Um, and he's playing against the they played against the easiest secondary schedule so far. If you look at the teams they played, they're not good. But they're facing the Jets, and they have the third best secondary in the league. And he is a very good sell high candidate before a few down weeks are upcoming.
Yeah, the Broncos got a tough stretch upcoming here. I think they got the Chiefs after this week, or
Yeah,
the
I
week
saw it
after
was like
that or
Chiefs,
something. It was
Jets, a bunch
Chargers.
of
I know they
crazy
got
hard teams.
they got a lot of division games coming up, which is going to be really bad for Broncos pass catchers.
Yeah, for sure.
This guy, he's still in my starting lineup. I'm still looking to move him. I'm just have him in here as a placeholder. I have Brock Purdy. I don't really like him against Dallas's defense. Dallas's defense is either, like I said, the best defense in the league, or they just have holes that get exploited. So I don't really like, because we brought the pressure on Brock Purdy whenever the Giants played the 49ers, and Brock Purdy did not look good in that first half. He got bailed out by a Debo just being Debo. So that's the only reason why he escaped with many points that game. Otherwise, it was done through Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, my running back sit is Miles Sanders. He rushed 13 times for 19 yards last week. Now that's terrible.
That is pretty bad.
Chuba Hubbard rushed 14 times for 41 yards. That's not much better, but it is better. And he did play more snaps than Sanders, and Sanders is still limited and facing a tough Lions run defense.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. That's a matchup that I look to exploit this week. The Panthers are going to have a tough time stopping the Lions altogether. I decided to start David Montgomery this week. That's not one of my starts. This is kind of like a spot throw in. I just really like that matchup. The Lions are going to just take Jahmyr Gibbs might even get a lot of attempts. I think that game's going to get one on the ground. So
Yep.
for sure. And I don't have any tight ends that I like to sit.
I do. It's Hunter Henry, and I was
that's your
bigger
guy.
on him. Yeah, I was bigger on him in the beginning of the season, but I don't think the Patriots are going to move the ball well against the Saints. The Saints defense is actually kind of good, and if he doesn't get a touchdown, he's going to bust. Because the Saints are only allowing 5.1 fantasy points per game to tight ends this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Hunter Henry's a good avoid.
Yeah, I can see that, especially with how the Patriots are looking right now. I don't even know who's going to be the starting quarterback next week. It might be Zappy.
I think it'll be Mac. He literally just said, I took him out because it wasn't smart to keep him in there.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't going to win the game.
Brian
There's just
Daboll
no
needs
point
to take a page out of that book. He's such a clown
for
this
sure.
year, dude. I don't understand.
He kept Daniel Jones in there just to keep getting sacked.
Did the same thing against the
game-
Cowboys, man. Did the same thing against the Niners.
Just begging for him to get hurt so that way he doesn't have to play him.
It's really silly, dude, and I don't know what's going on. It's concerning, but it's whatever.
It is. Yeah, but that's all my starts and sits if you're good.
Yeah, we can hop right into Thursday night football. We have the Chicago Bears facing the Washington Commanders. An absolute snooze fest on prime time.
Snooze fest, like last year, all the primetime games.
All the
were
primetime
ass.
games were snoozers.
And I know they did expect the Bears to be a better team this year, and they are not. And that is why I am picking the Commanders to win this game, because the Commanders actually kind of half-ass look good.
Yeah, I'm going with the Commanders here. I even kind of like the 6-point spread for the Commanders. I really just feel like the Bears can't hang with anyone that's even moderately decent. That's just how I feel about the Bears right now. So, but I do like the under 44.5 as well. I don't, unless the Commanders score 44.5, that over is not hitting.
I think the Bears will score. We did forget to go over our Week 4 picks. I went 11-5. You went 9-7, putting you back up to 500, 32-32. And my 11-5 put me at 43-21. I'm on a heater. So I'm hope keep it going this week right into Sunday's first game, and that is on mine, Jacksonville and Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm looking at Jags Bills here, and this one, the money line's actually pretty bad. I figure this game would have been a lot better a couple weeks ago whenever we thought the Jags were decent. But the Jags are looking pretty piss poor. I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Bills, and I think the Jags will put up some sort of a fight, but you got to remember the Bills just shut down the most explosive offense in the league.
Wait a minute. 8:30. Where are they playing?
Oh, yeah, that's
Where are they playing?
Jags playing London 2 weeks in a row. Isn't that cool?
That's ass. I would be
It's good
pissed.
for them, though.
Yeah,
They don't
I
have to
mean,
deal with
shit.
the flight or nothing.
To be honest, I kind of like the Jags.
Nah, I don't.
I like the
still
Jags
don't.
spread anyway. I like the plus
Yeah.
5.5. But I'm rocking with the Bills. But Josh Allen is known to be pretty bad whenever he gets off the flight, okay?
I think,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Yeah, that's crazy. I looked at that. I was like, wow, they're playing again? Like, I would hate that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy weird.
they're on a 2-week vacation up there. So next game we have an AFC North showdown between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. think this one's pretty obvious.
Yeah, no, I don't think Kenny Pickett's going to play. I'm definitely going with the Ravens because I believe in the Ravens offense a whole lot more than everybody else does.
Me too. I'm going Ravens here, and I'm going to up the ante on the minus 4 point spread, and I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the minus 6.5 point spread. That line is looking at plus 128. So, I mean, a tenner would win 22.80. It's a little bit above even money. I like it a lot more than that minus 4 point. The Ravens are going to walk this one.
Yeah.
Steelers' defense is good, but that defense is going to be out there a whole lot.
Yeah, it is. The Ravens are just going to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Maybe Keaton Mitchell will get in the game and show us what he's made of.
Well, Lamar is hot right now. I'm rocking with the hot.
I do like Lamar.
I think we got
on Lamar.
The second biggest point spread of this week with the Lions and the Panthers. I'm going with the Lions.
The Lions, of course. Lions. Yeah, the Lions are going to shit on the Panthers. It's going to be rough.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. I don't really like the minus 10 point spread, so I'm going to fade that completely.
No. Yeah,
but I am hammering the under 44.5. The under 44.5 is going to just absolutely mash. I bet this thing is probably like 21 to 10, maybe. So, I mean, I like the under 44 here.
Yeah, for sure.
Next game might have a little... I don't really see this as an upset to me, but apparently the money line is favoring the Falcons. We have the Texans versus the Falcons. I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah, actually, I am too. I was kind of honestly surprised when I pulled it up and saw them as the underdog.
Yeah.
They're hot. Falcons are not. Like,
I don't like the Falcons at all. I didn't think that they were a good team. Like, they've won a
Desmond
couple.
Ritter.
They've won a couple. Yeah, I would say they're not good. Heineke needs to be back there, bro. Heineke's back there. They're looking all right. But yeah, I don't like the Falcons right now at all. They run their entire offense through Bijan. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to step up and stop them. And C.J. Stroud might throw for 400. Who knows? Especially if Terrell, A.J. Terrell. Isn't that how you say it?
I like A.J. Terrell.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing, right? I think I seen him on the injured report, so...
I don't care if he's playing or not. They ain't winning.
No, they ain't winning, but I'm saying if C.J. Stroud throws for 400, it's if he's out. This game...
I like C.J. Stroud.
This game also seems a little off for it to be the underdog. We got the Saints versus the Patriots.
Yeah, I was also surprised to see this as the Saints as the underdogs because they're gonna win this game. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, especially with Judon out, he might. I've seen he was on the injury list. I don't know if he's gonna play or not. I'm not deep into the Patriots injury list all the time, but right now I like the Saints money line a lot.
Yeah, well, did you see their star rookie cornerback got hurt?
Yeah, Gonzo.
Christian Gonzalez.
Christian Gonzo out for season.
They traded back. Yeah, they traded back for J.C. Jackson from the Chargers. But, I mean, he's still got to get acclimated, and everything.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, that definitely sucks. He was a bright spot on that defense for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Next game, we're going to have a walk show, unfortunately. We have the Giants versus the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going Dolphins here. I don't see the Giants pulling out a win here, and it would be the Giants' thing to do is to pull out a win here.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not going to happen.
I'm also taking the Dolphins, and I would love to be wrong. Okay, I'm only taking the Dolphins to pad my record stats, but my delusional ass is gonna be up at 11 o'clock. With my Daniel Jones jersey on, screaming at the telly. All right, so yeah, we didn't lose faith in the boys, but if it may reverse jinx him here, let's go Dolphins.
Yep, Dolphins for sure.
Last noon game, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Colts. What do you got?
I was actually surprised with this spread as well and the money line. Yeah. I think the Colts are going to win this game. I I like the Colts.
The Colts are hot. They just beat the Ravens. They can beat anybody. I like the Colts
That's
here
what I'm
too,
saying.
especially if Richardson's coming back.
Well,
Richardson can
Richardson
put
played
up
last
points.
week and won the game for him, I think. They may have
Okay.
lost last week.
Yeah, I think they lost last week. But they beat the Ravens with a Minshew in.
Yeah, they did do that.
Let's see, did they?
Yeah,
Let's
no.
see. I'll look at the score
Richardson.
real quick. I
Yeah,
didn't
they ended
watch
up
any noon
losing.
games.
They lost to the Rams
To
by
the
6
Rams in
points.
OT. They've been a lot of
Yep, I
OTers this
forgot
week.
about that. Yeah, and then they beat Baltimore. And then they beat Houston. Houston's hot.
Oh, Richardson had a damn good game. 2 tutties through the air, 1 on the ground, 56 rushing yards. What a day.
Yeah,
But he had a day.
He's a
He's
little
pretty
different.
solid. He's a little solid.
Mm-hmm.
First 305 game, the line has shifted quite a bit. We have the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going with the Cardinals.
I can't go Cardinals. I gotta go Bengals. It's only logical. They have to at least win one game. That's
They won one.
They're supposed to win.
That's fair. I like the Cardinals here. I think it's going to be a defining team moment for them to walk out there and just absolutely piss on the Bengals.
I'm not gonna be surprised if the Cardinals win, but I can't pick them to win. So that's where I'm at.
Well, that's fair. Next 305 game, I got another stunner for you. I'm telling you. We got the Philly Eagles against the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, you can't tell me you're taking the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams. I really like the way that they're shaping up right now. The offense is moving, and in my opinion, the Eagles do not look near as good. The Eagles almost lost in overtime. They got hoed. Well, no, the Commanders got hoed by a Terry McLaurin no catch, which was a catch. It was a catch. The arm was part of the field. He's stepping on the arm. That's part of the field. That's catch. So that would have set up the game winner for the Commanders. So I'm not buying into the Eagles 4-0. They're the best team in the NFC hype. Not buying it. Rams.
Rams. No, yep, I gotta
Rams.
go Eagles.
Cut it up, make it into a short. Because that was my full rant about the Eagles. I'm not on board with them. The Rams are winning this game. Puka Nacua is going for $150. 325. We talked about this one a little bit. We got the Chiefs versus the Vikings. Who do you have?
So Chiefs and Vikings. I am going Chiefs. I think it could be a game like you were talking about earlier. It could be a blowout. You just never know. But I have more feeling it'll be a game. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Chiefs. I don't like either of the spreads just because I don't know if this is going to be a track meet or a boat race. It could be bad. All right, this thing could be Chiefs by 20 or it could be Chiefs by 2. The Chiefs team that played the Jets last week, anything can happen. Patrick Mahomes looked terrible. The Jets defense looked on top of the world until some ghost phantom holding calls. Talking about the Jets, we have the Jets versus the Broncos. This money line is absolutely crazy to me. You seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I am seeing?
I'm having a hard time with this one.
It feels like a trap, but I'm not fucking buying it, dude. Jets at plus 110. Zach Wilson's going to get it fired up. Brees Hall's not on a snap count. Give me the Jets money line at plus 110. That's my favorite money line of the week so far.
I'm going to go Broncos just so we can be different. I have a feeling that the Jets are going to find a way to fuck this up.
There's a good chance.
And I think the Broncos are going to ride Jaleel McLaughlin into the ground this game.
Marvin Mims on some 80-yard bombs.
Yeah, it's not going to be a lot. It's going to be Jaleel McLaughlin just fucking grinding. And I think it's going to be a long, slow game. And it's going to be a Broncos win, barely.
I love the under 43.5. Absolutely love that line.
Absolutely.
That's a great line.
I would like under 35.5, I think.
Yeah, I don't see there being a whole lot of points scored in the Mile High Stadium. Sunday Night Football, we have arguably probably the best game that will be played on Sunday. We have two Titans in the NFC. Do you want to introduce them?
We got the Cowboys and the 49ers.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely torn on who to pick here. But the Cowboys just don't show up in big games. And it hurts me to say that, but I do think this will be a 49ers win. I do think we'll make Brock Purdy scared. And I do think Christian McCaffrey is going to run the dog shit over us. But I think the 49ers pull out the win.
See, I have an opposing theory. The Cowboys don't show up in small games. I'm taking the Cowboys, okay? The Cowboys defense gets absolutely fired up in those big games. You seen it last year in the playoffs. The defense was there. The defense was playing. It just fell onto the offense not being able to fire it up in the fourth quarter and get a drive going. You guys had that game. You guys were walking down the field, and then you guys stalled at, the 40, the 50?
Yeah.
And it sucks. But, I like your guys' defense to finally hand the Niners an L this week.
I hope so, but I got to go Niners.
And I'm taking Micah Parsons 2+ sacks. Big day.
Yes. Yeah. Mike Parsons, beast.
Yep.
The Lion.
But I do like the over, by the way. Over 45 points. Love it on Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a fucking track meet of a game.
That's probably going to be a good one. CeeDee Lamb's going to get a touchdown.
This game actually surprises me. You talked about it a little earlier off pod. The Packers versus the Raiders. Or maybe we talked about it on the pod. This being a 1-point spread is crazy. I'm taking the Packers here.
Yeah, I think the line may have changed since I looked at it earlier. I think the Packers were the underdogs, but maybe not. Either way, pretty much even spread almost. I gotta go Packers here. I mean, it's the Raiders, man. What the hell?
Yeah, with Jimmy G out, Aiden McConnell up. Aiden McConnell got sacked 20 times. I don't even know the actual number, but it was 32.
Hopefully, Jimmy Garoppolo's back and we don't have to watch that again because that would be rough.
Yeah, well, Devontae Adams says he has full faith in Aiden McConnell, so we'll see what happens there. I think we can all accept the fact that we are winning on Monday night by only having one game. I was so sick of the double headers on Monday night. That was a horrible decision. I hated it. I think they listened to us. I don't know what they did, but maybe it's because they have having the 8:30 a.m. games across the big pond.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the 2 Monday night games. I want to watch the one game.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yep. Because I only have if I'm watching a game at night, it's all right. I want to watch one. It's nighttime.
One game.
I don't want to have 2 games dual screening. I want one game.
One game so I can relax and watch one game.
Yep. That's how it is.
Yep. All right.
All right, guys. If you enjoyed week 5 of the podcast, go ahead and drop us a like. We're still trying to hit that 10 like goal on the season. We just hit 50 subscribers. That's huge. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and sticking around and subscribing. If you are new, definitely make sure to drop a subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 now. If you want to go check out our TikToks, it's the same shit that we post over here on our shorts. We have some more stuff like that, some more fantasy-related memes and stuff. It's at The Boys Do Sports. And we're also trying to build a community over on Twitter talking about sports and stuff as well. And that's also at The Boys Do Sports. And that's all I got for y'all.
Yeah, let's go. Goals.
Goals, dude. Yeah. Boys back in town!